Alright, I am out here in my shop. I know I haven't updated for a while. I've actually had to work through the whole COVID-19, so this is as far as I've gotten on all my 4 Tomcats. The AMK fit was pretty good, not tamiya-like. Kind of expected it. Had a really bad spot right there on both sides. So I'm really not happy with that. I probably could have done better knowing ahead of time, a little better pre-fit, test fit, but it is what it is now. Got the underside all masked off. The fit back here is so-so. The fit back in here, I've seen some other guys where they cut the tabs off and you eliminate that gap. I figure by the time I'm done with weathering, never going to notice that. So I'm not going to worry about it. So, as you can see, I've modified the wing glove area so that I can do just like the Tamiya and use either wing gloves, so they'll snap in there pretty tight. And I've modified the wings. I've seen somebody else do that as well. So I essentially can have both wings folded, and wings open with all the flaps, etc. down. And then we have the Tamiya, which fit beautifully. One little seam there that you really can't see. It really is amazing that the intake is 3 pieces and you really can't tell. The intake all the way down is perfect. I know you can't see it because I got paper towel in there. So I got this all ready to go. And then I did do a modification to the glass for this. I did a little bit of test fitting here and there. Had to sand this a little bit. Had to sand the actual front windscreen a little bit to get it to fit. But I've gotten all 4 kits where all the windscreens fit perfectly. The fronts, at least, anyway. The ones that don't fit perfectly in the back, they'll just end up with canopy up. So yep. And of course it has the wings. Got the hobbyboss. This one I went a little nuts on. It had the best engine of all of them, so I cut one out, and I'm going to have one displayed. And I had this old Verlinden set that is meant to fit the Hasegawa kit over there, but yeah, I cut the panels out. I heard from others that these panels don't fit where the shit when they're closed, so I figured I might as well open them up. So inside, when it's unmasked, you'll see I put all the Verlinden machine gun kit in there, and obviously, I mean, not the machine gun, but the framing is in there. I put the resin piece in here, both sides. As you can see, the nose cone fit pretty shitty, so there's a lot of putty. Got a little putty here. There's still a step here that I'm just not going to deal with. I think by the time it's weathered, you're not going to notice it. Got a lot of rescribing, and this is actually the biggest surprise. Now again, I probably could have taken more time, but what in the hell is that? That is awful. Both sides fit shitty. Yeah, I just made the outside look good and figured by the time I get bombs on it, you're not going to notice. So, and yes, the intakes don't look right, but whatever. There's going to be so much distraction with this one, with all the panels open, that you're not going to notice. I don't think too much. In the old Hasegawa, as you can see, lots of putty, lots of putty, lots of putty, lots of putty. A little bit of putty and a lot of reshaping. And I pretty much had to rescribe the entire thing, so that's why it's all in black panel line, so I could see what I had before I went nuts with primer. So, and this is how shitty the intakes fit. I ended up just milliputting over them. And then I'll just primer with everything, mask it off, and paint them like they're engine covers, because they fit that bad. And the nose cone has that putty because I screwed it up and put a bunch of crazy glue and kicker in there and heated it up and melted it. So that is not the kit's fault, that's mine. So here we go. I'm about to primer, spots, and paint.